Hello everybody. Welcome to LaffeyDude's Booze Reviews. I am your host, LaffeyDude, your average American gamer. And for my first booze review ever, I am going to be reviewing a beer. My first beer ever. And that beer is no other than Bud Light. That's right, Bud Light. The first beer I ever had on my 21st birthday, and it tasted so delicious. In fact, it was my most favorite beer of all time back in the day.
My first beer on my 21st birthday. It tastes like it tastes like it
In fact, during the 2010s, I remembered it seemed that Bud Light was generally the most popular beer ever back then. Back then, Bud Light was called the King of Beer and also called the #1 beer in America. Bud Light was also heavily advertised throughout the 2010s up until 2023 where something happened, but we ain't going to talk about that mess because honestly, I am done with politics. But anyways, during the 2020 pandemic times, I would drink a lot of these. They were my absolute favorite. Bud Light was always my favorite until I got into other varieties as well. As you can see on the front of the beer, there is a signature called "Always brewed with 4 simple ingredients for a clean, crisp taste." The current slogan for Bud Light is easy to drink, easy to enjoy. And I would say this is a great beer to drink if you are a beginner drinker. Well, now I haven't had Bud Light for over 4 years, and now I'm going to taste some of it again and see how it tastes now. Let's get drinking. Okay, well, I'll admit, it doesn't taste anything like I remember though. Seems like the recipe for Bud Light possibly might have changed over the last 4 years, last time I had it. But it's not a horrible drink, but not amazing either. Though if you are a beginner drinker, I would recommend this drink. It's an excellent, great for beginners, or for those who don't want a high alcoholic drink like Voodoo Ranger, and just want to chill with what I call diet beer. Great beer for beginners, and great beer for those who don't want high alcohol. For me though, it just doesn't have the exact same amazing taste that it used to be like back in the day. So on the booze scale, I am going to give this beer a 5 out of 10. Mediocre beer, now that I have tried other beers. But it's still a decent beer if you're looking for a beer that's not high alcoholic. Well, until next time, this is LaffeyDude signing off, and thanks for watching my first booze review. See you next time, all.